You have a pitch meeting for me? It's called The Curse of Bridge Hollow. Wow, weird name. Is this a curse bridge? No, part of the name is a town, cause the movie it starts where her father and daughter moved to this town, and they all love Halloween. They decorate all the sort of stuff, cause they go on a theme and they just stick to that theme. Wow, sounds really cool. And what did they have stuff like? One person have like like a zombie, like a cemetery, and like it's just so cool. Wow, that does sound cool. And he has a wolf that if a wolf that he said he might have real wolf but he don't care. Ooh, not caring is tight. The thing is that he does not like Halloween. Why is that? Later in the movie, you find out that his friend was telling him you need to go to that scary house, and he stepped in, fell down into a basement full of skeletons. Oh, were they? Wow, were they real? I explained exactly how they were. Let me just check the script, okay? Because that's cool. But then she wanted to like the daughter wanted to decorate the house, but the said no, and the mom was kind of like the judge, so she said for school and everything, we can't decorate the house. Oh, what does she do? She goes inside, hears a noise, and then goes to a cemetery. Ooh, going to a cemetery is tight. And then there's 3 people in the shed. That's what they find. And then they talked about they were looking for the paranormal. She was saying, I wanted to start a site too, but like if we're working on paranormal. But then one of them was thinking, cause like you didn't do it, cause like it was wanted to look like a weird freak, and then she said no, my dad wanted me to learn doing a science thing, and one of them said, oh, he sounds like a nice dad. Isn't that a nice thing with that do? No. In the movie, they said he wanted to do LA, but he told her no, you didn't learn, so she didn't do that. Oh, so guess that's not good. Okay, I guess. Then she gets the Ouija board app, and then she finds this pumpkin, and then what happened? What is the pumpkin? It's not technically a pumpkin, it's a turnip, but it's like a jack-o'-lantern. And yeah, speaking of jack-o'-lantern, because that's where it comes in. The mayor told a story about a character called Stingy Jack. So so what happened with that? She said she was gonna quit the science thing and lit it, and then he said, "Well, you know what? You're grounded," and took it up and like, what happened? Did she like tell her to go in the room and then it was all sad? No, he did it again. Oh, what happened? Did it blow out? No, it came out, and he like, oh, it's a trick crystal. So he like, looked all over the fingers and then tapped it, and he the fingers, and it came up, and then he bought a rubber bat. So and when he threw it away, it still was lit, and the bat came alive, flying around. And then some witch got to a cat, and then the cat went to some witches, and those came to life, and they flew away. Do they come back to the story later? No, not at all. They completely leave. Oh, completely abandoning our what we wrote. Cardboard Kettle Cat goes, to like that guy who with the zombies. He had a coffin with candy where a zombie came out and scared little kids. Then he was like so drunk he couldn't tell that the cat was a cardboard cutout. So it bring the zombie to life. He started chasing and grabbing him, but then another zombie came out and bit him. Ooh, biting a person is tight. I'm gonna ignore that um, but then and the other zombie come cause all the zombie came alive. But then he came over and started hitting them with a shovel, just like The Walking Dead. I think. What do you mean I think? To be honest, I don't even know what happened in that. I'm just assuming. And assuming is tight. But then, and they think that they need to find about the person who stopped them, and then when they were saying the drunk guy said, "Oh yeah, who you talking about? She not alive," and we said, "Oh wait, if you talking about he's but her like grandkid is still alive." And then they went to the nurse home, and even the nursing home was decorated. And then they talked to them and told them the story of how it was the turnip was a gift from the devil himself, and he wanted every night to be Halloween. Oh, so that means free candy forever? I like that. No, like the bad stuff, like the ghouls and the monsters. But they have to take a sacrifice so he could be there. So, after that, the spider on the spider, like a person, Grim Reaper, started, turn spiders to life, which is where that that made a thing that sprayed them, but then there was a big spider. So they'll use a thing to make a flamethrower. And when they go back to the schoolhouse. He got all the her and the costumes, and then they go into the like the creepy thing. When he was like, "You misspelled those." And then there was like the baby thing, and he punched it, and he said, "Oh man, what the heck?" And he like, "Oh sorry," and put it like the binky in his mouth. And then there's a clown, so he thought they were all of people. And then the two of them chased the girl, and he saw one. It tried to trap him, and he said, "Hey, I don't think you're supposed to, if you can't have physically contact me unless I sign a waiver." And then he accidentally ripped his arm off, and he said, "They're not actors." And then he started running and said, "They're not actors. I repeat, the clown are not actors." And they were chasing over, and then they ran all around home and found who have the spell book that they need. And who was that? He said he didn't have a name, but he got the way they wanted it was an unforgettable 666 Elm Street. So the principal? What? No. Elm Street sounds like the school, and I'm pretty sure that's where the principal would have that. What? No, but they came there and they opened the door and they're like, "Oh, I'm so scared." And then it was all that's so surprising. It was the principal. It was kind of obvious. I think people didn't get that. But then ended up a football broke through the door because he had football skeletons who came to life. He started attacking. So they ended up going into the basement. But his it was frozen terror, and then he said, their monsters are real, and you can do the things that are real. You can kick. It's beep. Wow, saying beep is tight. So he grabs the chancellor and said, "You know what they call the used to call a chancellor? a bone cutter, and then he got raw and started chopping them, and it was super cool. But then they had to go to Ginger Jack, and the mom was selling gluten-free vegan treats. Oh, did people like them? No, they did not. No. Oh, but how did I do anything? There was a contest to put a pumpkin. Whoever wins the pumpkin carving contest, they get their will go on Sandy Jack, like the Sandy Jack statue. But Sandy Jack took the control of it, and she went to overheard to use her for the sacrifice. She used one of her baked goods, not baked good, baked bad, because no one liked them, into his mouth. They were like all hard. Oh, but just to tell you, we won't be able to afford to make hard cookies, so we're gonna use soft cookies and tell them yeah. How we do that? We will just have them pretend that they're biting them. Like hard though, they'll be like have their teeth completely sink into it, but they'll be like and act like they're having a hard time. So while he trying to grab her like rah into the photo, they're trying to pull and chant the word that they were supposed to chant. And then, how did they figure it out if the book burned? Wouldn't that be super hard? It actually super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Yeah, they just and said that, and they told them the words, and then he had to believe them, and then they did it, and they saved the day.